Hello everyone and welcome to Bonus Blackcat Chat. It's a new series that we'll be doing this year featuring the different teams that we normally don't cover during the regular seasons here on Blackcat Network. I'm Brian Merlin and come join me today as we journey along and take a look at the golf team coached by the one and the only Mr. J.R. Russell. The Lake of Egypt Country Club is the home to the Goreville Blackcat golf team, consisting of both a boys team and a girls team. Today we'll be interviewing our senior girls and also taking a look at our young boys squad here on the beautiful course here at the Lake of Egypt Country Club. Now on Bonus Blackcat Chat, we're going to hear from our four senior lady Blackcat golfers.
Hi, I'm Callie Wolliver. I'm a senior. I've been playing golf since my freshman year. I hope to make it through regionals and our whole team, and I hope to be all conference like last year.
How have you enjoyed golf as a sport compared to some of the other sports? Because you play some other sports too, right?
Yeah, I play basketball, and it's a lot different because you actually get to meet people from other schools, and you get to have that connection that you won't get if you're competing in other sports.
Mm-hmm. Great.
That's awesome.
How's your experience been with Goreville golf?
I made conference last year, and I made it past regionals, and sectionals was a little rough, but it was fun.
What was sectionals like? Was it scary?
Well, yeah, it was scary, and we had some hotel troubles, but it was fun, and I played with some good girls.
Mm-hmm. Does you have played against some pretty tough competition?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of these girls since my freshman year, and it was a little hard my freshman year playing against some seniors, but it's nice to have that experience under the belt.
Wonderful. And I guess one question that we always ask everybody in their interviews is, who do you want to say hey to?
Probably hey to my dad. Thanks for getting me into golf and playing the sport I love.
Cool.
Hi, I'm Kaylee Moore. I'm a senior this year, and I've been playing since I was a freshman. Some of my personal goals this year are going to be to try to make it through regionals, maybe, hopefully the team makes it to sectionals. I think we have a pretty good chance this year since we've been playing together for so long. I want to continue to lower my score this year and make it down to the 40s this year.
I like it. What have you enjoyed most about playing golf for 4 years?
What I've enjoyed most is probably being able to play with some of the same girls I started with my freshman year and getting to continue to make friendships through it and getting to reconnect with people I haven't seen in a while.
Mm-hmm. Golf's a little different than other sports in that regard, isn't it? You kind of get to know your competitor a little bit more. Can you want to talk about that for a little bit?
Sure.
What it's like on the course?
So on the course we kind of get to find out stuff what goes on at their school, who they are, and it's not oh, you're playing for a team, you're playing yourself and you're playing who you're playing with. So you kind of get to know people a lot better than you do in other sports, and you actually make a connection instead of just being oh, I play softball with him, that's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
So so you actually get to become friends and stay friends.
What's the pressure like playing golf?
The pressure can get kind of hard. When you're doing bad, you feel like everything has gone wrong, everything's gonna keep going wrong. If you get to holes that you get pressured about, then anything that could go wrong will go wrong. But when it's like going good and like you're hitting good, your score's going good, you don't feel like anything's kind of bothering you. You're kind of just like playing, and it's kind of just like fun when you're doing that. So the pressure can get hard.
Is golf something you think you'll do for a long time? Or are you done when you're done in high school?
Yeah, I think I'll continue to play golf. It's a good hobby that I have. I like to go out and just play by myself and play with friends and just have fun on the course and get to hang out with people.
Great. The last thing we always ask anybody, or ask our interviewees, is there anybody you'd like to say hello to?
I would say probably my parents, because they kind of started me in golf. My mom did. They kind of took me to everything, lessons, practices, games. They go to some of my games, so I'd like to say hey to them.
That's actually, you just brought something up too that I hadn't thought about discussing. You mentioned lessons.
Yeah.
Golf's a sport where you kind of can go get lessons away from the school and individually. You want to talk a little bit about that, where you've been getting instruction and how it's made a difference for you?
Yeah, so I get lessons at the golf complex with Nick Mills there. So you kind of just like, it's almost like a one-on-one. They can show you like what you need to work on. They can teach you like your bad habits and how to correct them. Like you can go out on the course and think of everything that you've learned through that, and it's kind of just like a step-by-step process of, oh, I need to make sure my hands are in the right place, make sure my feet are going good, make sure you remember all the rules that you've learned and all that stuff to try to make sure you're gonna hit the ball and hit the ball right.
Right.
My name is Macy Tosh, and I've been playing golf since my freshman year, and I'm a senior this year. Some of the goals I have set for this year is I would like to shoot in the 40s at least, and I hope our team will get all conference and we'll make it past regionals this year. We have some pretty high goals set for this year. We've all been playing together for a long time, so we should have this under handled this year.
Wonderful. Very good. When did you start playing golf? Was it just your freshman year? Had you started all in grade school?
I just started in my freshman year. I had always been told though, I played softball and they told me I had a golf swing, and that's what encouraged me to play golf, was that, so.
Great, wonderful. What's your golf experience been like for 4 years?
It's been fun. It's been different than any other sports I've played. Like, I've played basketball and track and cross country, and this is definitely a more relaxed sport for me. And it's like, I don't know, it's just been a fun time.
It's more relaxed, but there's a different kind of pressure, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very big mental game for golf, and that's a bit of a struggle, but it's been fun though.
What have you enjoyed the most about playing?
I've probably enjoyed like meeting a lot of different people. It's different than basketball because you actually get to communicate with the people that you're playing with, and it's different from track. Like, you see a lot of different people at track, but in golf it's more like a one-on-one experience, and you get to talk and see what's going on in their lives and meeting different people.
Awesome. Do you see yourself playing golf past high school?
I would probably see myself, I mean, probably not like professionally.
No. But
just for like fun.
Is this a game you see yourself playing when you're 40, 50 years old?
Yeah, I could definitely. I mean, it's something that your body can handle at that age, and it's something fun to do, go out and be active with. Yeah.
Wonderful. There was another question on the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember what it is. Well, I ask you what I ask everybody else. Is there anybody you want to say hey to?
I'll say hey to my mom and dad. Thanks for allowing me to get the chance to play golf. I'll say hey to my boyfriend. Hey, Tanner.
Hi,
my name's Lacey Savage. I'm going to be a senior this year. I've been playing since my freshman year. Some of my personal goals this year, definitely want to get lower scores. Just be more relaxed this year. I know in the past years I've been, more tense about things, and just I need to let loose a little bit more this year. Definitely, for our team, I want to go to be conference champions and go to regionals and go all the way.
Okay, very good. What got you interested in golf?
My dad, he's really good at golf, so he's definitely been the one who's been training me, and he's just always giving me that extra push just to go out and play golf.
Mm-hmm. We spoke with a couple other people about golf's a different sport, and that you can get lessons. You've had some lessons and training over the 4 years. What kind of a difference has that made for you?
Definitely a big difference. I know my coach, Andy Church, he's at Crab Orchard Golf Club, and he kind of helped me with my swing playing, because my swing was kind of all out of control, and just my speed, I always used to hit it way too hard, and just definitely has helped me with my golf game and my swing, and just helped me relax.
What do you enjoy most about playing golf?
Probably just getting to be outside. It's just much more relaxing. You get to take the time to just look around and try to calm down with all the pretty scenery and stuff. And definitely like the girls I get to play with. I know I've made one really good friend from a different school, so that's always nice seeing her. And just because I've never met someone on another school from golf who's just been like me. They're always they're always nice, and they always encourage you. So that's really nice.
It's playing around with somebody from another school. It's kind of an intimate experience, isn't it? I mean, you share the same successes and struggles and frustrations and celebrations, and it gives you a chance to get to know people, I'm sure, on a different level. What about, is this a game you think you'll play for a while?
Yeah, I definitely like to keep playing as long as I can. So, close I can get, I'll be playing golf.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Yeah, because a lot of sports you can't do that.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
If there was specifically one goal, what would be the most important goal that you could attain personally, just personally this year? Do you have like a score in mind you want to attain, or do you want to have an eagle, or do you want to, is there one thing that you want to do this year?
Yeah, definitely low 40s probably for me, and just my big problem, what gets me a higher score is whenever I get, when I'm freaked out or frustrated, I just need to relax, let loose, and just let the club do the work. That's all I need to do.
Great, super. The last thing is, anybody want to say hey to, shout out?
My mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, they've always been there for me, so especially dad and grandpa.
The heck with your brother, huh?
Oh yeah, and Chase, big Chase.
All right, great. Thanks a bunch.
Thank you.
Blackcat Golf is one of the many sports programs offered at Goreville schools. Blackcat Golf has been in existence for 17 years, and J.R. Russell is the third head coach of the Blackcat program. This time, I caught up with Coach Russell on the golf course, and here's that interview. J.R. Russell, the head coach of the Goreville Blackcat golf team, both boys and girls. How's it going, Coach J.R.?
Going good, man. My girl just put one on the green from about 80 yards out, rolled it right up with a 15-foot putt. We like to see that.
That's awesome.
Like to see it in practice. Really want to see it in matches.
You want to see it in matches. Mm-hmm. So speaking of matches, when do matches start up for the Blackcat golf team?
Next Monday, which is what date would that be?
22nd. Or the 15th.
15th.
Wow.
Yeah. We don't waste any time. We get a week's worth of practice, and we're off and running in matches. Our season's real short. It's only about 8-9 weeks long, so we try to get as many matches as we can in there, get us prepared for conference, and then, of course, regionals, which are at the end of the year.
Yeah, regionals really is the main conference, and regionals is the big focus.
That's what we play for. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, win-loss record and things like that are important for us, but really I look for the kids just to take advantage of those matches during the season to develop their game, to focus on the things in the areas that need improvement, whether it be short game or off the tee or putting or whatever it might be, course management, to be ready when the chips are down and conference goes.
Yeah, and like I heard you told the girls earlier, your matches are essentially practice as well.
They are. They're just practice with a little pressure.
Yeah, and it's more for the mental aspect of the game. You know, you hear a lot of the girls talk about that we interviewed earlier about the mental aspect of the game and how it's a lot different than practice. That's the hard part.
It really is. I mean, I don't know a kid that really has to think differently in basketball between practice and a game, or baseball between practice and you don't have as big of an adjustment. In golf, you certainly do. And I tell them this during the summertime. I encourage them to get out and play tournaments because there's a whole lot of difference between going on the course with grandpa or dad or mom and just playing, a couple of holes or playing 9 and actually playing against somebody from another school.
Yeah.
You're not really playing. You're playing for competition, but it's a totally different thing.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your team this year. Usually it's boy heavy, from what I've known in the past, and usually thin on the girls, but this year that seems to have flip-flopped.
Really flip-flopped. And golf, again, is another sport that runs in waves. It runs in waves in talent, it runs in waves in numbers, and that's been consistent ever since I've been coaching. But yeah, this year I have 5 boys and I have 9 girls. You have to have 4 to post a team score. So we're safe in those regards. But I have had years where I've been short. I only had 1 girl or 2 girls.
Yeah.
But it's a real luxury to have 9, and in addition to that, 4 of those 9 are seniors that have been playing with me since they were freshmen.
Yeah.
So got some high expectations and hopes.
And for them to play for you for 4 years, man, they must either really like you or they must really like golf.
A lot of patience and tolerance. Or maybe I'm just the only game in town.
You might be the only game in town. The boys, though, are young. Tell us a little bit about the boys squad.
Yeah, all freshmen and sophomores. I think I've got 1 first-time golfer. Let's see, Liam's a freshman, Liam Green, but he played in junior high in his 8th grade year. Keegan Jones is a freshman and did not play in junior high, so this is all new for him. Cash Davis, a freshman, actually made it to regionals last year in junior high. And then I've got, I'm not forgetting anybody, Buffington. Drake Buffington will be a sophomore this year. He played with us last year and also played in junior high.
And so, there's a little bit of experience, but not.
Oh, and Colson, I'm sorry, Colson Boco.
Colson, yeah,
he's the other one. And he's played in junior high.
Yeah.
So they've got more experience. That's what I love about adding the junior high program. I don't just only get them when they're freshmen, first time out. Golf is probably the one sport that looks really easy, and it's probably one of the hardest. So there's a skill level that you've got to attain. But in addition to that, just learning the rules. Most kids know the rules of basketball, baseball,
right? In
general, they're not that hard. They're not. There might be some really quirky things if you dig deep in the rule book. Golf actually only has about 2 handfuls of rules, but there's a book this thick of exceptions to those rules.
Right, and the etiquette that goes along with the game of golf is a huge thing.
Yeah. So, and a lot of that can be intimidating. Especially when we throw freshmen into matches and they're playing against kids that are juniors, seniors. It's very intimidating.
Yeah.
You're afraid you're going to screw up.
Yeah.
Or you're
Well, you got a freshman to step it up, might hit a 220-yard drive, and you got a senior steps up and hits it 320. And
exactly.
That puts a little bit of fear factor.
It does.
Or however.
And the other weird part about golf, there's no referee out here.
That's right.
You call everything on yourself.
Yeah.
So knowing what you have to call on yourself, that can be intimidating for kids too. So.
Very much so.
It's great. For me as a coach, my goal, my desire is whatever time I have with them, whether it's 1 year or 4 years on our team, that they improve, that they develop a love for the game, and that it's a game that they'll play when they're my age, which I'm not going to share, which is old. Because it is one of the sports.
It's one of the few high school sports that you can continue to play
competitively
long after your high school career is over.
Yeah.
I played baseball till I was about 27, 28, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
The bones and the joints and the muscles just don't
doesn't.
do it anymore.
You don't want to. They don't want to get you out of bed in the morning.
Exactly.
But golf,
you can slow that swing down.
that's right.
Be like and they move the tees up for you when you get older.
That's
too.
right. Makes it a little easier.
That's really nice.
So if a kid is contemplating, JR, is like, man, I don't know, should I go out for the golf team? What would you say to them and their parents?
I would always encourage kids to give it a try. It's a weird sport that you can't just get baseball, you get 5 or 6 kids in the neighborhood together and start playing. You can play a game. Golf takes equipment, but it's not. We try to make it as easy as possible to get kids involved, and there are more and more programs available out there for youth to learn the game of golf. Many courses have driving ranges. You can go out and play. You can practice on their putting greens. It doesn't necessarily have to be a full-blown, huge investment right out of the chute. Equipment. Don't go out and buy brand new equipment and say, I'm going to learn how to play golf. Go to a garage sale and find some old clubs and get used to hitting those. And then if you decide that you like it, then you may want to make the investment. Don't let the financial part of it stop you from learning the game if you have a curiosity about it, I guess would be what I would encourage. And then, find some playmates, people that your peers maybe that will play the game. And they may be a year older or 2 years older or a year younger. It doesn't matter. Get out and play with them too, because it's a social game. It's definitely, we talked in the interviews and you heard it, one thing that was really consistent, that common thread, I get to meet people from other schools. I really get to know people from other schools. I made good friendships.
Well, you spend 3 hours with them on a course, you tend to get to know them.
Absolutely. And all in all, for the most part, I'm biased, but I'll say golf kids are good kids. They just are. It's a different kind of sport, and it attracts a different kind of kid. It's a real fulfilling and enjoyable thing, I think, for any child to want to pick up.
And I'm a sophomore. Hi, my name is Cash Davis, and I'm a freshman. Hi, I'm Liam Green, and I'm a freshman.
I am Colson Lopez. I'm a freshman. Hi, I'm Keith Jones, and I'm a freshman.
You've been watching Bonus Blackcat Chat on the Blackcat Network.